I get inspired to make new stories way too easily, to the point where I have almost too many stories. I've written the basic concepts all down to the point where I have filled multiple sketchbooks and notebooks. So I decided to share those I have titles for. I won't be going into any detail about them, but just give people a basic idea of the story. This is mainly for my own entertainment really, and also so I have a reference to remember what I name some of the comics and ideas I have, because sometimes I just flat out forget that they exist. So this is sort of to hold me accountable for the stories I said I had in my head. Number 1, Criminally in Love. The current webcomic I'm working on. Arily, head of the police force in New Gehenna, is married to the head mob boss Lilu. As they try to keep their reputations while hiding their marriage, they have to face multiple obstacles trying to get in between them. I've talked about this before in other videos. I promised I would publish the first chapter this year, but I got so busy and never managed to complete any pages. The first chapter script is almost completed though, so there's that. Number 2, Bella Vita. An animatic series about a small 3-person family and the situations they have to deal with. Concentrates mainly on the father, Damien, and how he has to work to improve himself as a person and father, and how that affects his daughter and wife. The character designs change between human and animals, the latter representing the soul of the character. Number 3, Legend of the Cursed Diamonds. Set in a world with magic, supernatural creatures, and somewhat advanced technology, the royal family is faced with the threats of both a civil war and an outside invasion from a faraway land. Both enemy groups own a single legendary cursed diamond that gives them unimaginable power. Princess Clorinda and her personal court must face the invaders to stop them, but with the pressure of an incoming civil war, they are losing time, allies, and hope. Their only chance is to either get the diamonds to defend themselves or destroy them. Grimmy is one of the characters in this story, as he is part of Clarinda's personal court. Number 4, Mishaps. Weird is the protagonist of this story. Mishaps are humans with a genetic defect called Hamasha disease, caused by a recessive gene that regresses a person's DNA to a more animal-like state. While less than 0.1% of these people exist, they are still a high threat, as even just a single feral mishap could do terrifying damage. A small independent nation named Medumaslina has a high population of mishaps, one of them being Weirdo. The story follows him and the police officer Chasina as they try to uncover an underground organization that wants to weaponize mishaps, all the while helping their fellow mishaps along the way. This is definitely one of my longest stories and has over 50 characters with their individual story arcs. I need to plan them out better, that's for sure. Number 5, The Princess and the Sharpshooter. Year 20,000 on Earth, aliens and humans are friendly. However, when an unusual alien crashes onto Earth, government agent Leonardo takes charge of helping the alien, named Aurora, regain her memories. As this is happening, the very fabric of the universe is slowly breaking. With limited time, Leonardo, Aurora and their friends have to find out the forgotten past to find a solution. Inspired by Voltron Legendary Defender's controversial ending, I'm making a sort of sequel, although it's set many years in the future and has no connection to the Voltron show really. Number 6, Angels Dance with Demons. Milo is a guardian angel, however he is stuck on Earth and has been for many centuries. Cursed by a demon, he is damned to reincarnate until he fulfills his purpose, protecting Ricci, who on Earth is his biological brother. Sick and tired of Milo not just giving up, the demon, Melantha, gets help from the 7 deadly sins to torment Milo. Slowly losing his identity and sanity, Milo has to protect his brother all the while without forgetting who he truly is. This is a demon/angel story that I still have a lot to figure out. It's quite tricky to sort some of the details out, but it's a lot of fun to write. Number 7, Star Eyes. In an anarchist world where freedom, individuality and the future has been compromised, David Blade is the last hope left. Born with superpowers from the cosmic being named Sirius, he needs to learn to hone his abilities and powers if he wants there to be a future for him and his friends. With the help of his older twin brother Killian, David and his friends, who also have been granted powers from lesser cosmic beings, fight to destroy corrupt and oppressing societies and to work with the populace towards a brighter future. A superhero story with a slight political side to it, but nothing that would be seen as preachy. It's just a story, not a propaganda piece. Number 8. The Offbeats. In space, a strange being named Wildcard has escaped captivity. Causing chaos and destruction everywhere he goes, he creates a team of equally chaotic friends as they escape the universe's most oppressive species, who wishes to stop their chaos. Their goal? Find their families and solve the mystery of Wildcard's origins. This would be a really short story that connects to another one in a shared universe. Number 9. Hero's Legacy. Antoinette is the CEO of Earth's leading tech company, despite being only 15. After her father's disappearance, she has estranged herself from the superhero society he used to be a part of. Everybody believes him dead, but Antoinette believes otherwise. As she isolates herself with her obsession of finding him, her friends have to face their own struggles that come with being the children of superheroes, all the while trying to help her out in whatever way they can. This is a shared universe with the Offbeats. While the latter is set in space, Hero's Legacy is set on Earth. After a cosmic explosion reverberates throughout space, Wildcard crashes onto Earth, separated from his friends. The aftermath of the explosion has created great disturbances throughout the universe, but Earth is untouched. Seeking help from the superhero society, it is concluded that the only person who can truly help is Antoinette. Can Wildcard and the other heroes convince Antoinette to help them before whatever caused the cosmic explosion arrives on Earth? The story connects both the Offbeats and Hero's Legacy. I can't really say much than that. Number 11. Marie, the Cat Queen of Dogs. Marie is the queen of the dog nation of Canada. Having come into power by freeing the country from the dictator Queen Canelle, Marie needs to protect her kingdom. However, she wishes to return back to her home country, Validity, and deal with unfinished business. With the help of her adopted son Duke and her loyal people, Marie fights against the enemies that want to take over her kingdom. This one is inspired by the Mau Mau Heroes of Pure Heart cartoon. I thought it'd be funny to make a story based off animals and pets my family has owned, and I've sort of turned it into a little adventure as well. And those are my main stories so far. Keep in mind everything is subject to change and nothing is set in stone yet. I hope this was interesting to you. It made me realise how many stories I have and how much I actually need to plan out before I can publish any of them. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye bye!